What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out Off the Range. This is a new podcast that I am very, very excited to start with my friend Brandon. This is a new chapter in the podcasting life of, well, Brandon and Josh, really. You've seen us before on 7-6 Tuesday podcast. You've seen us on Black Diamond Guns of Gear. This is a new thing for us, and I'm really excited to do it. I love podcasting more than I do making videos. I love making videos, but man, I really like podcasting.
Yeah, me too.
What do you see this do? Because I'll explain what I think that we're going to do, but what do you think?
Well, I think we're going to have some great interviews on get to know people in the firearms community, and not even only in the firearms community, but stuff or people that we have stuff in common with, I guess.
I think Tony's a good example of that.
Yeah, Tony is a great example of that.
We've already got people lined up to do the podcast. And, just to name a few, guys, this podcast will always be sponsored by FATTAC.com. You can go there and check it out. They have everything you can think of for a big guy and everything from small to 5XL. They got everything from plate carriers, the holsters, the optics, medical gear, soon-to-be food. Everything you can think of is on FATTAC.com. You should go there and check it out, and we'd really appreciate it. Also, this is also sponsored by U.S. Law Shield. U.S. Law Shield is probably one of the best things out there because it allowed me to keep doing this and have a life. They saved my life from being my lawyers, because if they didn't, I would not have any money. So go check it out. They do an awesome job. They always take your cases for the most part if they think it's worthy, and they are taking cases unlike some other people right now. So go check out U.S. Law Shield and use our promo code BDGG, or the link will be in the description below, and we'd appreciate it. Support the guys that support us by going to FATTAC.com and U.S. Law Shield. Tony, who we were just talking about, Tony Merkel, he's from Merkel Media and the Confessionals podcast. He's one of the best podcasters in the world, in my opinion. Yeah. And it reflects on his views and his what they call downloads, I guess. Yeah. It reflects on all that stuff too. I mean, guy's got a multimedia conglomerate basically. Yeah. But Tony Merkel, he's definitely one of the first guys that we're going to do a podcast with. We're also going to be talking to Mr. Big Kid. Who else is the other ones? Guns and Gadgets, Johnny B, Pat. Dude, there's just tons of people that we already have lined up to do this thing, and I'm super excited about it. Josh from FATTAC, he's going to do one here in a little bit. It's going to be really cool, and I'm really excited because it's just us sitting down having conversations with these guys all about their time before they started doing it and deciding what they were going to do as far as making content, being a content creator, and everything else. It's going to be from the time they're, hopefully we get some crazy, awesome stories from the time that they were little till their future plans is my point.
Right. If the name doesn't tell you,
yeah. Yeah, Off the Range. So it's basically, I didn't think with the core audience that we have on Black Diamond, it's going to be really hard to transition to something like just having conversations like the George Jankos, the Impulsives, the Rogans, the guys that just have conversations with everybody. I want to do that, but I really want to get and be somebody that's having a conversation with somebody outside of firearms. I do want to talk about firearms, but it's not going to be just about firearms. Like 7-6 Tuesday was a lot about firearms. Yeah. We did a lot of stuff with that. And but it's just not going to be just about that. I want to have conversations with people. I think, in my opinion, that the YouTube stuff is basically going downhill when it comes to firearms content.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that you have to grow. You have to change it up. You have to
adapt.
You have to adapt and grow. And I think that's the combination of what's going to be happening here. So yeah. I think that I can't wait, honestly. I think it's going to be cool.
I'm pretty excited about it, even though you just asked me to do it today.
Well,
but I've known about it for a long time.
Yeah, you've
been talking about doing this for a while.
It's just I thought that it would be okay to do it by myself.
Yeah.
But in actuality, it's very hard to have a conversation with you in a camera.
Yeah.
So if there's one person I would want to do it, it'd be you.
Well, thanks, man.
Because just as far as our chemistry and how we talk and we get along and all that stuff, it's like.
Yeah, I feel like we laugh at the same things too.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. So I dig it, and I hope you guys are going to like it too. I plan on putting this up. It'll have its own new podcast platform, Off the Range, on Apple Podcasts. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be in all the places. Okay, all the places you can see podcasting, it'll be there. Not to mention it'll have its own YouTube channel, and I'm also going to put it on Black Diamond. I'll probably put snippets and little bitty things of it so people will know to go to its own YouTube channel. Now, if you are subscribed to the 7-6 Tuesday podcast, what we used to do, guess what? You're already subscribed to the Off the Range podcast because it's just the same thing. I just changed the name. But anyway, it's going to have its own YouTube channel. If you want to go subscribe there, that'd be awesome. We really appreciate it. But it's already going to be on the Firearms Radio Network. So we already got a jump start, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first out of the cast or out of the people that we're going to talk to, one thing I did want to do was take away from 7-6 Tuesday was this segment where we talk to people who bring in voicemails and texts.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great, especially if we announce our next guest.
Yeah.
Which I think might be hard to do, maybe. But I don't know. We'll
I thought that we could maybe do like 4. Like say, hey, these are the next 4 people we're going to talk to.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to send in a question to those 4 people or one of those 4 people,
yeah,
send in a text and a voicemail. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I mean, I was just telling you the first, like we got at least 8 people that I know of right now that are going to do it. So I could tell you all those people. And if you want to send a question to one of those guys, just go ahead and send it in.
Is it the same number?
It's the same number.
Right.
It's 615-567-3331.
3331?
3331. Why does it cut out when I say 1? 6161. Why does it do that?
I don't know. I can't hear it. I ain't got no headphones on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 615-567-3331. There you go. Didn't cut out that time. I just wasn't doing it low enough.
Are you sure that's the number?
Yeah, 615-567-3331.
Okay. I thought it was 3339.
No, because I just used it to sell a Jeep the other day. Because I was like, I don't really want to put my phone number on here. I'll put that number on this.
That's smart.
Yeah. So
if
you want to send in a voice or a text to one of those guys, because that's going to be the questions we're going to be asking. This is going to be a remote. I wanted to let you know this is going to be a remote podcast too. This is like our home base right now, but we're probably going to have to be traveling to go see Guns and Gadgets. We're going to be traveling to see Johnny B. Who are the other guys? Hootie Who said he would do it with us. So these are all the guys right here that are in Tennessee and right in our area.
Yeah.
And it's going to be really cool because we're going to travel and go talk to them at their own place. I want to do it in person. I think that doing it in person is obviously a little bit more intimate, I guess is what you would say, than doing it online. I'm not saying we're never going to do it online. Sean Heron from, We Like Shooting said he's going to do it. I'm not traveling to Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not traveling here. Not to do this anyway.
Not to do this.
So, yeah, some of it will be online. Most of it will be in person. So, it'll be really cool. But the guys that if you want to send in a text to, and it was Guns and Gadgets, Johnny B, Mr. Big Kid, Tony Merkel, and those are the ones I'll name right now. So if you want to, and Josh from FATTAC, we're going to do his, but you ain't going to have time to text nothing in. Because I think he's doing his today. So,
and if you guys have any recommendations on who you would like to see, then we'll see if we can make it happen.
I'm going to try to do Iraq veteran 8888 Eric because he's not too far from us. And also we got goals coming up in August, so we'll be able to talk to people there.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think is going to be really cool. We're going to be able to talk to people at events. That'll be really cool. I'm gonna take the setup and we're gonna go like when we go to the IV88 range day, taking it there. That way we can set it up and talk to people.
We should totally buy a church fan.
Funny thing is, FATTAC already has one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're working on it. It's gonna be. It should be ready by IV88.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're making it to where we can actually stay in it, like when we get down there.
So we're gonna camp out there. That's dope.
Yeah. So we're gonna camp out in
3 of us in a van.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have beds and all that stuff in there.
That's gonna be tight.
Yeah. It's a short bus, is what it is.
Oh, I thought it was like a
not a 15.
like a that.
No, it's like a short bus. Because Josh sent me a picture of it and he goes, "Hey, we should totally get this." I go, "It'd be just like us to get a short bus." Yeah, you're right. We totally need that. But yeah, it's going to be a short bus.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's going to have FATTAC all over it. He's got a really crazy design that he's putting together to make it look cool and everything. I think the point of it is that he's making it to where it's going to have Starlink on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh, that's okay. He was talking about that when we were at IV88 last year.
Yeah.
And
everybody has a hard time getting stuff.
Yeah, and have like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to put it together so people can have something to stream with or whatever.
That's it's a great idea.
Yeah, that's what I said too. So I think that's the goal. And I know for sure that his goal is to have it done by the time that happens. So guys, if you buy anything from FATTAC, it's all going to that van right now. Everything that he makes profit from that is going to that van.
There's a lot of cool stuff on FATTAC.
There's cool stuff on FATTAC. Oh, I need to do that plug real quick so I can add that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're not even 10 minutes in yet.
Well,
taking a lot. I mean, it's not taking as long as I thought it would. But yeah, I think that the voicemails and texts will be pretty cool.
Yeah. That I'm sure that people will have the same questions that I probably would. Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Some people that we're going to have on here that I have aspirations. Is that the right word? Aspirations?
I don't know.
To have on here.
I'm not a wordologist.
I might like fanboy a little bit on some of them. If that's yeah, I'm a girl.
You know, the weird thing is, I'll talk about that for a second. The weird thing about fanboying out. Okay, I have done that. I'm not saying I haven't done that. It's been a long time, though. I think the last person I actually like fangirled out on was James Yeager. The first time I met him was NRA 2018 or so or something like that. And I was like, because I totally, when we created a YouTube channel, it was basically around the same idea. Besides it being kind of funny, we wanted to have the comedic aspect of it, but we did base a lot of stuff around Yeager. Like I watched his videos all the time and all that stuff. So like the backdrop that we had when we first started, totally a Yeager thing. I was like, oh, we got to have this and that because it looks like Yeager's. And, but yeah, that's the last person. It's weird. Once you get to know everybody, and not saying that we know everybody because we don't know everybody, right. But once you get to the space where you think like, this person's doing exactly what I'm doing, it's not hard to not fangirl out on somebody.
Yeah, you get to see what's going on behind the scenes a little bit too.
You know, they go through the same stuff you go to.
Yeah.
Now, some of them may have it on a higher, higher level, like as far as
because I definitely think some people took it a lot more serious. Not that we didn't take it serious, but like some people like have a game plan.
Well, it's their job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of
threw it together.
Right.
Because it was not our job.
Right.
This has never been our job. This has always been a side gig.
For sure.
Just like everything else, really. I mean, we both work 40-hour jobs plus,
Yeah.
Josh always worked 40-hour jobs, still does. We all still do.
I think he works more than 40.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why you don't see Josh is because he's got so much going on that he just can't do it anymore.
Yep.
And I get it. I don't fault him for it. It is what it is.
Still talk to him, still friends.
Yeah. I'm not going to let it die.
Right.
And I'm just not.
There's a hate breed lyric.
What?
Never mind. I love hate breed.
I won't say I've never listened to him, but I've never really listened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not a big, what do they call that? Hardcore guy? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know. I love hate breed. They're great.
It's just, it's that same drum beat, dude. I can't stand it.
To me, it's similar to like Pantera. Like this is how me and my buddy Chip. You remember Chip? I used to because
I used to work with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to get him into hardcore music, like that style of hardcore, like hate breed style hardcore, like almost like thrash ish. Yeah. And I was like, just think of it like it's Pantera, but without the guitar solos.
I mean.
Which actually some hardcore bands do have guitar solos.
Really?
Yeah, like Terror, they have guitar solos.
See, I've never liked Terror.
Did you ever listen to Death Before Dishonor? Their guitars are shreds.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Now, the funny thing is that the kind of music I like, which is, you know, Every Time I Die, all that stuff, they like all that music. Like all those guys that I'm into like all that, like the hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
I've just never been into it. And I used to be super, super into heavy stuff. Like, but now I find myself like listening to pretty much a little bit of everything.
I didn't really mean to derail this conversation into music.
I mean, eventually it's going to happen.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Podcasts, what we're doing. So this is what you're going to get when you listen to it. It's going to be a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be, and then we're going to be talking to the guys that, like I said, talk about firearms and stuff like that. But we're going to ask them about stuff in their life too. I mean, they could be musicians.
Yeah, that's
could
true.
be anything, literally anything.
Like Iraq veteran, Eric from Iraq veteran, he's a guitarist.
Yeah. My point is to do this to where people can get to know these people on a different level. They can know them outside of what they watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know that Johnny B used to be like a teacher at a college. Like, nobody knows that. I'm not saying nobody knows that. I'm just saying that that's one of the things I know that some people may not know. So those stories and those things are what I want to find out. I think it'll be cool to see them in a different light versus what they just see on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
that's what made me like yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
They're some people play a part on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like some people play a role that they play in their YouTube videos. Some people do, not all of them. Some people do.
You know, that makes me wonder about like Matt Carricker. Like I wonder how he is.
Out of all the people we've ever met, I've never met him.
Yeah, I've never met him either.
I've met everybody else just about, I think. That I would like to watch. Or whatever.
Dude, Scott would be dope because wasn't he a trooper from Kentucky Ballistic?
Yes, yeah. That's the one guy that's been like, hey, get with me and we'll do some stuff.
Right.
Never returns your phone call. So maybe he was just, joshing you.
I don't know. Maybe he's just a nice dude.
Yeah, and doesn't want to say no to somebody.
Right.
And then when he brings it up to somebody else, they're just like, no, you can't do that.
I don't know. He's pretty much one of the biggest gun tubers right now.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything from him in a long time, actually. I don't know if
I haven't either.
My algorithm just doesn't pick it up or what, but I haven't seen anything from him in a while.
Actually, to be honest with you, the only person that still pops up on my feed, like consistently, is Grantham.
I do. I see a lot of Grantham stuff. But he puts out something every Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I see it. It's because usually I'm on there on Sundays, because I put up a video on Sundays.
Mm.
I'm usually having to respond, and you don't understand what it takes to do a YouTube video, guys. Like, you don't understand what it takes to get your stuff pushed out there because YouTube suppresses you so much. This is what I have to go through when I put up a video. I put up a video, and first of all, I ask everybody on the channel, like through the communities tab, I'm like, hey, what's the best day you would like to see a video? And they're like, Monday or Sunday. That's what most of the people answered. So I was like, cool, I'll throw it out on Sunday. I threw it out on Sunday. This is what you have to do. I have 10 YouTube channels, okay? It's where I've started a vlog. I've had the 7-6 Tuesday, which is now off the range. I have a personal one. I have so many of them. And what I do is the thing goes up live. I have to log in to each one of my YouTube channels, because if you have a YouTube studio, you can click it and go switch channel, and you can switch into one of those other channels. Like I said, I have 10 of them. I switch to the other channel. I go to that video. I hit like, and I put a comment on there. And then I let it play for so long. And then I switch to another one, and I go hit like, and I put a comment on there. Because the more likes and more comments you get, the more it pushes it out. YouTube suppresses your crap so much. I'm lucky to get 2,000 views. Now, if something hits off, usually if it's something like PSA or something like that, it'll kick off and maybe get 30 or 40. That's because people want to know what budget stuff is. Yeah. Other than that, forget about it. Views are just in the toilet. Unless it's something with FATTAC and it has something to do with me showing my stomach or something, somebody clicks on it. But usually that's just a short. Shorts do way better than long form videos ever do on YouTube for some reason. Well, I can tell you, I know the reason. It's because it's gun content.
Yeah.
It just sucks, man. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm never going to do gun videos again. It's looking real slim. I mean, I'm just being real with you. I'm almost over it. I'd rather do this and have more fun doing this than I would doing videos.
Yeah.
And that may suck. People may be like, well, I don't want to subscribe to this channel anymore or something. I don't know. That's just it, man. Like, it sucks. The amount of work that you have to put into this, there's no reward for it. There really isn't. Other than getting people to go buy stuff from FATTAC. Obviously, that's like one of our biggest sponsors. And when they buy stuff, it helps me out and everything like that. But other than that, there's no reward in this as far as videos go. Other than making videos because you're having fun. And that left a long time ago. Honestly, not having Josh in the videos and stuff anymore, it's changed a lot. Yeah. It's not fun anymore. To me, it's not. And I told him that the other day on the phone.
On the horn.
Yeah. I was like, it's just different, man. Not having you and it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as it used to be. Of course, it's easier for me. I can set up a camera easier and just have to worry about my schedule. Like, doing shorts is not a big deal. Shorts will last a minute and you're done with it. But doing an entire video by myself is so boring to me.
I was going to say, you probably get more accomplished because we don't goof off as much.
Yeah, that's the only trade-up. Is that I get stuff done quicker, and I don't have to worry about scheduling. Like, when we used to do, like, every Saturday we're going to do videos. I don't have to worry about that now. If I have a day off on Tuesday at work or something, I can do a video if I want to. Yeah. So the scheduling is different. But as far as being fun and stuff, it's not the same. So it's getting real slim chances of me making videos anymore. That's the reason why I started making with TN Tactical or whatever. Because he came down and we'd shoot some videos and collab and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Funner to do it with somebody. And especially, I guess you go so long of doing it with Josh and you, because I mean, even when you came into the picture, me and Josh done it for a couple years, and then you came into the picture and you were in it for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's just, by yourself is not the same, man. I'm telling you, it's just not for me. And if I take the fun out of doing it, I'm literally just doing it to tell people about FATTAC.
Yeah.
By the way, go to FATTAC.com and buy some stuff. But yeah, that's it, man. That's the whole thing. What do you think about doing them?
Huh?
Do you miss doing it at all?
Yeah. I mean, I mostly miss just hanging out with y'all.
Yeah.
And shooting guns and like new stuff that y'all get and stuff. I mean, I do miss all that. I miss doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is why we're doing this. Well, not why we're doing this, but it's
part
of the reason why I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I miss doing that for sure. It just got so hard to juggle.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, and I mean, it's still a lot, like, even now.
Yeah, I just had a lot of stuff come up, which so did Small Josh. We all both just had a bunch of stuff come up, like, at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, both of my cars stopped working. I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
I was riding my motorcycle every day in the rain and the snow.
Yeah, it sucks.
Everything. It sucked.
Funny thing is, it's summertime right now, and you're not riding it.
Yeah, because I broke my hand.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about your head.
Well, I didn't really break it, but, you know.
You hurt it real bad.
I hurt it real bad.
Hurt my shoulder. No, yeah. But, yeah. Funny thing is, I have hurt my shoulder.
Yeah.
It does not feel good.
Go get you some stem cells.
I need something.
It's the hot thing.
It's something.
Maybe I should get some stem cells in my wrist.
Should. Probably make it feel better. We
were talking about getting stem cells in our wieners.
That is something we did talk about. We're going to end it on that, I think. Anyway, this is episode 1, Off the Range. Guys, I really, really am looking forward to doing this. I think that it's going to be really fun. And like I said, the amount of people, or the guys that we got that are going to be doing this with us, man, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be great.
Yeah, did we figure out how long the shows are going to be?
I mean, I say we let them go till it's over.
Let it go. Okay.
I'm gonna let it go. Some people may have to be scheduled, like IV88 or Johnny B or whoever. They may have to be scheduled and be like, I got an hour and that's all I got. And if that's the case, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think in podcasting, Sean told me at one point that in podcasting, 45 to an hour is like the sweet spot. So I think that for the most part, it'll go an hour. But I'm going to let him go as long as I can possibly
Yeah,
go.
that's what I was gonna say too. Because some conversations just keep going. If it's so good that you don't want to end it.
Yeah.
It's
not going to be. It will come out every Tuesday, so it will be a weekly thing. It'll come out every Tuesday, and it'll at least be an hour long. Hopefully, depending on who has a schedule and who doesn't. I will not have a schedule. It'll go as long as it wants to. But right now, I'm trying to end this because it's episode 1. We're trying to figure out all this stuff together, and we got a couple people in that might be doing this today. So. At least Tony and Josh from FATTAC. So we're going to end it there. And, guys, I really hope that you are going to like this. I think you will. And I hope that you come back and subscribe and all that stuff. Like I said, we're going to be on Spotify. We're going to be on Apple. You're going to have its own YouTube channel as Off the Ranch. So please go and subscribe and like and all that stuff. Give us 5 stars if you think if we whatever that word is. And what's that? I'm stupid. What's that word?
What?
If we deserved it. If you think that we deserved it, is what I was trying to say. Go give us 5 stars. Anyway, we're going to be out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. And we will catch you in the next one.
And remember, bye.
Guys, this podcast will always be sponsored by FATTAC.com. You can go there and check it out. They have everything you can think of for a big guy. And everything from small to 5XL. They got everything from plate carriers, the holsters, the optics, medical gear, soon-to-be food. Everything you can think of is on FATTAC.com. You should go there and check it out, and we'd really appreciate it. Also, this is also sponsored by U.S. Law Shield. U.S. Law Shield is probably one of the best things out there because it allowed me to keep doing this and have a life. They saved my life from being my lawyers because if they didn't, I would not have any money. So go check it out. They do an awesome job. They always take your cases for the most part if they think it's worthy, and they are taking cases unlike some other people right now. So go check out U.S. Law Shield and use our promo code BDGG, or the link will be in the description below, and we'd appreciate it. Support the guys that support us by going to FATTAC.com and U.S. Law Shield.